How's it going, guys, and welcome back. So today we're going to do is we're going to go over why I think that you should give Blazing Assault a shot. Now before we do, some of you may know that I do like to do unscripted content, so if it does get a little long-winded, which I don't think this one will, but if it does, I'll leave some chapters down below for easy navigation. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So Blazing Assault. So a quick note, the reason why I'm making a video on this skill specifically is because it is pretty self-explanatory, but I don't see a lot of people use this at all. And I use it a very, very frequent amount. And again, I'm gonna make a video on this because I think it's really good, even though it's simple, but not a lot of people use it. So that leads me to believe that either people don't know how to use it effectively, or they don't really understand all the benefits that it's going to provide. And compare that with like Massive Blow, right? Everybody uses this. It's very self-explanatory as well, but it's easier to integrate in the playstyle that a lot of people choose to use. And again, too, like I'm never going to make a video on Gale, right? Everybody uses Gale, right? They know the benefits. I would never make a video on like disciplined action, these passive skills. These are very self-explanatory, right? We know what these do, and they're always up. We don't have to put any effort into actually, actually like integrating them in a playstyle. So Blazing Assault, it says gain the ability to use the 5th strike of a swift attack. If the 4th strike lands, Blazing Assault can be used without consuming stamina. Now, a quick note on this, you still have to have some stamina to activate the skill. So if your 4th swift attack strike consumes all of your stamina and you have 0 out of however much stamina, you will not be able to activate Blazing Assault. So you have to have at least 1 stamina point to activate the skill, but it will not consume any stamina. All right, so that's all that it really is. But what I really like about it is that, as the second part reads, if the 4th strike lands, again, it doesn't consume stamina. This is another way in which we extend our stamina bar, so to speak, right? So what I mean by that is you have a set amount of stamina, but you can extend that amount of stamina in multiple ways. One way is getting some regen, right? Being able to regen while you use Fury skills or Spirit skills, that extends your set amount of stamina, right? Brink dodging regens stamina, right? That's another way we extend our stamina bar. Excuse me. And then what I like here about this is another way we extend our stamina bar is we get a free attack. It's completely free, so it does not consume stamina, right? So that gives us an opportunity to get more damage in without consuming stamina and working our way towards getting that our enemy's stamina bar down, right? To when we can brutal and then refill our stamina. Now, what I've done in this video, and again, because I use this literally all the time, there is not a video I have on my channel, I don't think, that does not have me using Blazing Assault. Because it's such a core part of the Howling Blade, type of damage negation iframe type playstyle. For this video, I have 2 fights for you. One with Blade Phantom, and one with Xaldin, or Xaldin, however you say it. Excuse me. I decided to showcase a little bit of Whirlwind gameplay. Excuse me. And how I like to use Whirlwind. Because as we know, sorry, it's some hiccups. Because as we know, the vast majority of people, right, they will do 1 swift attack and then immediately go into Whirlwind, or an unupgraded dodge attack, which I went over in my Nimble Blitz video. They'll go 1 dodge, swift attack, and then go into Whirlwind just to get that out of the way, right? And the play style you really see normally with Whirlwind players, right, is just getting that Whirlwind out and spamming it. I personally don't like doing that just because it's really repetitive, and to me personally, it just gets really boring. So for this video, I just wanted to mix it up a little bit and show you guys a little bit of whirlwind gameplay. How I like to do it is I like to drag that entire combo out, and then I like to whirlwind. And again, just brink dodging, deafness, and nimble blitz, damage negation, gust, all that in between as well, because I like to vary it a little bit. And again, the reason why I did that is just to show you a little bit, mix it up, show you a little bit of whirlwind gameplay, but also if you want to see how I like to utilize this skill to its maximum, to its most efficient, I would encourage you, again, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, or even if you have, watch, just rewatch 1 or 2 fights that you thought were interesting with that in mind, right? Look for that Blazing Assault, because in every single video, I'm telling you, I use it all the time. Blazing Assault is a very good skill, and especially if you're a Howling Blade enjoyer, you will see me use it all the time, literally all the time. And you should be using it too, right? Because as we get better with our Howling Blade combo, negating damage, we can draw that Howling Blade combo out to its maximum and finish the entire combo. One more thing on it, I will say, is I know that, and even if, just to one last note on it, even if you aren't comfortable yet drawing out your entire combo, I know that a lot of people still use reflection, or flash cutter parry, right? The parry inside flash cutter when you meet their weapon, and it breaks their stance. When you break their stance, that's a great opportunity for you to draw out the entire combo. So if you have your enemy staggered or they're exhausted, whatever the case, go ahead and give it a shot to draw out that combo. And I think that you'll really enjoy seeing how, again, when you land that 4th strike, having that Blazing Assault not consume stamina, you can see how much stamina, and if you go back and look at some of my other fights when I'm using Blazing Assault, you can see how many times that I save stamina using that skill. So I get in a lot of free damage. Other than that, guys, yeah, again, I got 2 fights for you, doing some whirlwind gameplay. Can't leave the whirlwind enjoyers in the dust. So yeah, just wanted to vary it up for you. I hope you guys enjoy the fights. It's going to be, again, Blade Phantom and Xaldin. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Yeah, other than that, I will see you in the next one.